In tonight's class, we're working on a Calesita, where we were starting either from close or open, but when we lead a back ocho here to the close side, or my right, her right, I'm going to step in and create this shape here. And then go around. And when I'm done, I'm going to step around with my right and bring my embrace back to normal. And then walk out. So one thing we talked a lot about in this class was shapes. We talked about that this would be our sort of normal tango shape here. And then I'm going to change this shape to do different steps, like ochos here. The shape changes just a little bit. But sometimes we have more extreme shape changes. And for this step, this is going to be our shape. So see how my hand went from here to here. Now we want to make sure. A lot of the students were having a shape like this. No, we want this to be between us in the middle and for it to come down just a little bit. This way, as I'm going around, if she needs just a little help, hopefully none, hopefully she'll need no help with balance here. But if she does, this can be a nice help there. And then notice the shape back here. This would be my normal tango shape. This, I'm tucking in my elbow here and containing her here. The other thing we talk a lot about is the hip. We want to have contact here. And our hips touch just a little bit, but I don't want my hip to come in. If our hips come in and start pushing against each other, then it's going to have a tendency to knock her backwards. I also don't want my hip in front of hers as you go, and that's going to push her backwards as well. I want it to the side and to take steps perfectly around her so that I don't come into her or away. Now away from her could be something we do on purpose to create like a volcano. Or it could be on axis, this calesita. So calesitas could be on axis or off axis. In fact, we could even do them the other off axis in a Colgata as well, but that's for another time. So going back to the shape idea, a great example of this would be something like a Colgata. Whereas there's my shape for a Colgata. See where I'm counterbalancing, where I'm going back and she's going out and I'm going out in the opposite direction. For example, I wouldn't do a Colgata like this, where that wouldn't be a good shape. This would be a good shape. Another thing we talk about is with the calesita is I'm not part of the school that says lift in a calesita or for the women to go rigid as a board. We're toned, but we're not stiff. And I have no reason to lift her. Lifting does nothing. All I have to do is make a circle around her that does not disturb her balance. That's all. One thing we talked about for the women is here. If Shelley embellishes out here, she's going to keep it in front of my feet. So she sort of knows where my feet is and she's going to go there. She's not going to bring her feet there to where she runs into my foot. Happens quite often. You're doing calesita and she's sort of bumping your leg. Now, if she's playfully tapping your foot, that's a whole other thing. You know, but it shouldn't be making them stumble. In here, we talk about, again, we sort of mentioned this a second ago, I'm straight here. So I don't come in like this. And I don't come in like this, straight. My hip and my upper body are aligned here. And again, I'm stepping around her, not into her. If I'm stepping too close to her feet here, then that's uncoupled. I want to be able to take a nice stride around. Another possible exit here. We're here, we come around. Now, as I step around here to exit, I keep sending that energy around and up a leg. And also, we talk too, as we do often in our classes, just about taking our time. Let this, after this ocho here, when we make this transition here, let this be a moment. And then go around. When we finish, we come back here, let this be a moment. And then we exit. So don't rush through those. Let those take a little bit of time. One slightly more advanced thing that you might want to consider here in this step would be here. I talked about how I'm sort of blocking her here, but I'm not putting a lot of pressure here. It's actually fairly relaxed. So if she actually, as we go around, if she tries to pivot, I'm going to adjust my embrace to let her pivot. So there she's in front. She could pivot to put her leg in back. She could pivot back forward. So with this, if he's not holding you too tightly for the women, you can actually change the shape of this yourself. So I'm not necessarily, I'm sort of initiating this shape, but she can change it as we're going around here in real time. So I'm not doing this. I could also leave that. I could actually create that as well.